Hello, welcome back to this woman that should have been in the kitchen and not talking to you like this. But yes, I'm going to talk to you a little bit like this because I think multiple people need to chill a little bit down in the community. And I'm not really talking about the content creators right now because a lot of people are blaming the content creators for something that is happening here. But there is other people that actually should be blamed. The people who do the actions too. Okay? The people who say these kind of toxic things, you know? If a content creator is critical to a different content creator and is being nice about the criticism and not saying a lot of mean words and stuff in between, I think they should be allowed to be critical to the other person. And also one thing that I think people also forget is really good to have a lot of different type of content creators that has been in the Tekken community, from the positive people to the more critical people, etc., etc. Of course, it's good that there is like this big mix so that everyone has something that they like, from analysis to critical thinking to positive to raging and stuff like that. It's good to have differences, and instead of like trying to now make it a blame game, whose fault is it that some people on the internet is toxic, which they are always gonna be, sadly. They are gonna be toxic. We should rather think about how we can improve the environment that we want to be with our actions, and that is really not to blame others, you know? It's about having critical thought, not picking a side. You don't need to pick a side, because there can be something right on both sides. Yeah, I know. How could I say that? How could you say that you don't need to pick a side always? Wow. Yeah, this is why women belong in the kitchen, guys. But yeah, I do always wish for a better day in the future. And what happened to FIDX now is really bad. And I think a lot of people are frustrated about the game. And you know what? There's one thing outside looking at us. Nature. It's really nice to go outside, go for a walk. So when you start to feel this kind of emotional, I'm talking about you that get a little bit emotional on the internet. When you start to want to shout the words that are wrong, like, I hate women, and stuff like that, before you write these things on Twitter, I think it's better you go for a run, 100%, or something that makes you stop having this energy, because the energy isn't good for you, okay? The thing is, like, a lot of us content creators, not matter the level we are on, or high or low, we are getting hate, okay? And I don't think, okay, of course you can say there's a part of blame there in the end, but a lot of the blame is on ourselves. How do we behave? You know? Each individual. I know it's hard. It's never your own fault, 100%. But it is. I can do better. A lot of other content creators can do better. But you can do better too. You know? You can not write that hateful comment. You can write critical comments. I think that's super nice. But these hateful things are not getting us anywhere other than to making it harder for ourselves. I've had some people ask, like, oh yeah, but they blocked you, Lisa, or stuff like that. But like, why should I use so much energy on a person that has blocked me, or even if it's for dislikement? why should I use that? Because the thing is, negative energy, it tears us down. Like it makes us, what can I say? Use less time on what makes us happy, which is the most important thing for us human beings to become happy if we want to live a healthy life. If you're happy, your tummy starts working, everything just starts working. You get more energy, all of this stuff. When you're being in your negative thoughts all the time, you will become sad, you will not be able to do things, you will become lazy, even though like depression does lead to laziness, sadly. Of course, that's just how it is. Yeah, you will just not have energy for anything, you know? I think I'm yapping, but in the end, I think um, we need to just be better, all of us, as a community, as everything. Now the community is, I don't know how the Tekken community is gonna now, we're going to other games. But I think we need to blame ourselves as much as we blame other content creators or other people. I know some people are now trying, we of course, when there is power, there's gonna be a measure of who's have the biggest PP, okay? That's just how it's gonna be when there's power. Be happy, guys. Be kind and happy. Don't be angry at everyone else, okay? Don't play the blame game. Start with yourself. Work on yourself. Don't. It's not never gonna work. You're just putting down others and making them also feel less. Yeah, you are. Instead of improving yourself and becoming a better human being yourself, you're using energy on putting down others, which is never gonna help yourself. You may feel one little satisfied in the moment. Yes, of course, I understand. I've also, when I was younger, sometimes I hated it. We all have done that. But then we kind of grow up, you know, becomes adults. You kind of understand that that doesn't work anymore, you know. Yeah, I know it. My own experiences, work too. Just being at work, being very positive, spreading positivity makes everyone so happy. And that's also why FedEx, for example, has so many views, because he has been very positive, for example. But I also think, like, to shout out also, I think Mike is a very good person too. He's not a bad person. And I feel like you portray that because he is having a little more critical mind. I think it's good to have both of these people in the scene, you know? Also Tiamat. Also Miriam. Also other content creators. I think it's good that we have a lot of different people, you know? As an ending, I think I want people to write under below who has inspired them in the Tekken community and made them a better person and stuff like that. I would love to hear all your stories. This does not need to be a content creator, it can be normal people. I would love to hear some positive things now about the scene, because in the end, like always, I think the community is, most of them, very nice individuals. I think that the internet does make us more toxic than we are supposed to. And I do believe that we all would get along in real. I don't think I would have anyone angry at me in real, not gonna lie. And I wouldn't even be angry at any of you guys. Other if you beat me in Tekken. That's not gonna happen. Yeah. Never. How? No, no, no. We're not going there. You and me? I'm winning. Or else I'll show the finger. But yeah, that's it. Be nice.